Welcome to Lovegrove Wellness. Before you begin, please ensure that you are in good physical condition and ready to exercise. If you have any questions in regards to this, please consult with your doctor. Calming bedtime flow. Starting in a kneeling position with the hands together in front of the heart in prayer hands. Just slowly start to soften your eye gaze or completely close your eyes, and we're going to take a few moments to bring the awareness to the breath. So if you can, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. If that isn't comfortable, just normal breathing is fine. A nice long inhale and even longer on the exhale. Inhaling, feeling the chest and belly expand, and exhale, releasing. We're going to stay here now for 1 more minute. Moving into cat and cow now, coming up onto the hands and knees for tabletop pose to start with, making a box position with the body, stacking the shoulders in line with the wrists and the knees in line with the hips. Spread the fingers wide with the middle finger facing forwards and the palms pressing down into the mat. Engage the core and keep the spine long. Cat and cow. Inhale, lift the chest and tailbone, arching the back for cow pose. Exhale, scooping the belly up, drop the head and tailbone, rounding the back for cat pose. And again, inhale, arching. And exhale, rounding. Taking this in your own time now, using the inhale and the exhale, moving slowly between the two poses. Coming into child's pose, take the knees slightly wider than the hips, big toes together, inhale, and as you exhale, push your hips back towards your heels with the arms reaching out long in front and resting the forehead down towards the mat. Again, just using the breath in and out through the nose. Have a play around with the position of the knees here, taking them wider or narrower if it's more comfortable. Child's pose, right side. Inhale to walk the hands over to the right corner and exhale to hold here, reaching the left arm slightly further to get the stretch down the side of the body and keeping the hips square. Child's pose, left side. Inhale, walk the hands through center and exhale to the left side, again reaching the right arm slightly further and keeping the hips square. Inhale, walk the hands back through to center and exhale back to child's pose. Moving into a cobra flow now. Inhale, striking cobra, striking the chest low to the floor with the hips high, coming up to cobra or upwards facing dog. Exhale, rounding and pushing back into child's pose. Taking that same position again. Inhale for striking cobra and exhale for child's pose. Working through the two movements now slowly, using the inhale and the exhale. Settling back in child's pose, we're going to move into downwards facing dog. Come up onto the hands and knees for tabletop pose, and then take the feet hip width apart, tuck the toes, inhale to lift the knees, and exhale push the hips high to the sky for downwards facing dog, making a triangle position with the body with the hips as the highest point. Spread the fingers wide with the middle finger facing forwards and the palms pressing down. If this is uncomfortable on the backs of the legs or you feel like walking the hands back, try bending the knees slightly and pushing the chest towards the thighs. Roll the armpits in towards each other to open the shoulders and take the eye gaze either through the legs or towards the belly button. We're going to walk the dog now. So pedaling alternate heels down towards the mat nice and slowly whilst keeping the hips high and the chest pushing towards the thighs. Remember to keep breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Settling the feet now, we're going to come into a seated position. So start to walk your feet towards the top of the mat and then come on down onto the mat. Bring the legs out long in front of you, with the hands either side of the body for staff pose, Dandasana. If this feels uncomfortable to sit upright in this position, you may wish to take the legs slightly apart from each other and keep the knees bent. Keep the hip bones even and sit tall from the base of the spine through to the crown of the head. Forward fold. Inhale, rise the arms up above the head, relax the shoulders, and exhale to hinge forwards from the hips for a forward fold. Taking the hands either side of the legs or grabbing around the sides of the feet if possible. Use the exhale to hinge yourself further towards your legs. We're going to stay here for 1 minute. Inhale to bring the arms forwards and up above the head, and exhale, bringing the arms back down to staff pose. Moving into head to knee pose. Keeping the right leg straight, bring the left foot to the inside of the thigh with the knee out to the side. Ensure that the hips are square and the body is facing the extended leg. Inhale to rise the arms, and exhale, hinging forwards again over the extended leg. Taking the hands either side of the leg or grabbing hold of the foot if possible. Holding here for 1 minute. Inhale to rise the arms up, and exhale to bring the hands back down. Switching legs now, take the left leg out long in front and bring the right foot to the inside of the thigh, with the knee turned out. Keep the hips square facing the extended leg. Inhale, rise the arms up, and exhale to hinge forward for forward fold. Inhale, rising the arms back up, and exhale, bringing them back down by the sides. Coming into a wide-legged seated position now, taking the legs out wide, with the tailbone tilting away from you slightly and the pelvis tilting towards the mat. If it's more comfortable in the backs of the legs, you may wish to keep the knees bent, and you may wish to place a cushion under the seat to help to lift the hips higher. Inhale, rise the arms up above the head, and exhale to reach the arms forwards for a forward fold, relaxing the head down towards the mat. Use the out breath to see if you can reach the hands slightly further. Staying here for 1 minute. Walking the hands over to the right leg now, inhale and exhale to take the hands either side of the right leg, staying here for 30 seconds. Inhale to walk back through center and exhale to frame the left leg. Again, holding here. Inhale, walk the hands back to center, and then exhale, walking yourself all the way back up to a seated position. Staying in the seated position, bring the feet together now for bound angle pose. Take the knees out to the side, sitting upright, and again placing a cushion under your seat if it's more comfortable. Taking the hands either to the feet or to the ankles. Take an inhale to lift the chest, and exhale, folding forwards, aiming the forehead towards the feet. We're going to hold here for 1 minute, using that exhale to try and hinge slightly closer. Inhale to lift the chest, and exhale to come back up to seated. We're going to move into some pranayama now, breathing technique with Nadi Shodhana breathing, alternate nostril breathing. Come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Taking the left hand and just resting it onto the knee, take the right hand and hovering the thumb just above the right nostril and the ring finger just above the left nostril. Take the index finger and the middle finger between the brows, and then when you're ready, soften the eye gaze or completely close the eyes. Closing the right nostril with the thumb, inhale. Close the left nostril with the ring finger and release the thumb, and exhale. Holding here with the hand, inhale through the right nostril, closing the right nostril, open the left nostril, and exhale. That completes one round. Going again, inhale, closing the left nostril, exhale, inhale, closing the right nostril, and exhale. Taking this at your own pace now. Nice slow inhale and exhale. Releasing the hand now, slowly opening the eyes. We're going to bring our feet back into that bound angle position and move into reclined butterfly pose. So with the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side, slowly roll down through the spine into a lying position. Keeping the legs in the same position, take the arms above the head and take hold of the elbows with the hands for extended butterfly pose. Releasing the arms, slowly bring the knees in together. Take the arms out to the side with the palms facing down in line with the shoulders. And then keeping the knees bent, inhale to lift the feet off the floor with the knees in line with the hips. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right side for a supine twist, ensuring the shoulders are square and the eye line is either up towards the ceiling or over to the left hand. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, and exhale over to the left side, keeping the knees stacked in line with each other, shoulders square and eyes towards the ceiling or over to the right hand. Inhale through center and exhale to place the feet back down. Moving into figure 4 pose. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the ceiling and exhale to cross the ankle over the left knee, allowing the knee to drop out to the side. Keep the foot flexed to protect the knee, either staying here or reaching the hands round behind the back of the left leg, lifting the left foot off and pulling the legs towards you. Bringing the legs back down now and switching onto the other side. Inhale to lift the left leg up and exhale to cross the ankle over the right knee. Again, staying here or taking hold behind the back of the right leg and bringing the legs towards you for figure 4 pose. Releasing both legs now, and then bringing the legs up towards the sky, coming into happy baby pose. Take the feet slightly wider than the hips, bend the knees in towards the armpits and take hold of the outsides or the insides of the feet. Try to keep the spine flat and push the tailbone down into the mat. If it is more comfortable here, you may wish to place a cushion or yoga block under the head to keep the spine in line. Releasing the legs now slowly. Bring the knees in towards the chest, give them a hug and take a rock side to side. We're going to move into Shavasana now for some relaxation. So just taking the arms and legs out long, find a comfortable resting position. Take some space between the legs, allow the feet to drop out wherever feels comfortable. And take some space between your arms and your body with the palms either facing up or slightly in towards you. Either softening the eye gaze or completely closing the eyes. And just being aware of the breath. Observing the breath in the way that it is moving your body. And and just staying with this breath for the relaxation today. We're just going to lie quietly with the breath, and if the mind starts to wander, you may wish to count the breaths. So you can count inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, and so on. Lying quietly now in Shavasana and using the breath counting if necessary. When you're ready, slowly start to bring some awareness back into the physical body. Maybe making small movements with your fingers and your toes. You might wish to move your head from side to side. And then maybe stretching the arms and legs long, or bringing the knees into the chest, giving them a hug and taking a rock from side to side. When you're ready, slowly rolling onto your right side, taking your time, keeping your eyes closed if necessary, and returning back to a seated position when you're ready, slowly blinking the eyes back open and allowing the light back in. And namaste. Thank you for joining me for the practice this evening.